Hello everyone, a very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome to this session, another practice session for IRDAI exam, and I hope you people are learning a lot. Quickly, let me know if you can hear me properly and see me properly. Let me know if everything is okay, everything is working fine. For those who don't know me, I am Niharika John Mehra and I have been teaching English for more than 10 years now. Here on CrackGradeB मेरे आपको बहुत सारे सेशंस मिलेंगे. I cover descriptive English and objective English both, and there are courses in which I check descriptive writing content of my students, like one by one individual student. They write whatever is given to them, and then I check, give my feedback. So that kind of personalized practice you get at. You can check out the details of these courses on our website. Also join our WhatsApp community where you will get regular updates. So everything is mentioned in the description box. Links are also given in the description below. Do check them out. uh, okay, so I'm assuming कि आप लोगों को सब कुछ अच्छे से दिखाई दे रहा है, सुनाई दे रहा है. Okay, suffering from a little bit of cold, so please bear with me. अगेन हम टाइमर के साथ में प्रैक्टिस करेंगे. एंड लाइक और शेयर फटाफट कर दो. ऑल्सो मेक श्योर इफ यू आर न्यू हियर कमिंग फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम देन सब्सक्राइब आवर चैनल, क्योंकि और भी बहुत सारे एक्सपर्ट्स टीचर्स जो है यहाँ पे आपके सेशंस ले रहे हैं. यू आर गोना गेट अ लॉट ऑफ गाइडेंस ऑल्सो. दैट्स माई फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. You have to answer here in chat. Okay, so the answer here is, you have to answer in the chat, by the way. I want to encourage all of you to keep answering in the chat. For this one, let me show you. बहुत सिंपल सा एरर था. व्हेन वी कंपेयर, हम टी एच ई एन देन नहीं यूज करते. वेन एवर वी कंपेयर वी यूज टी एच ए एन देन. So China stepped up measures to do what? To contain a virus, which, because it is singular, a virus, which has killed 25 people and infected more than 800. There is a comparison. So THAN will come. Super simple, isn't it? With public transport suspensions where intensity stand है तो plural है, and temples shutting. With temples in which condition? Shutting. Shut होते हुए, one by one everything is getting closed. So that's why shutting also here is okay. It is used as an adjective, present participle as an adjective. Next question. Answer here in the chat. can simply read the statement and then try to think where things are not matching with the next word or with the context. Subject verb agreement ko check karo, check correct preposition is used or not, singular plurals are properly used or not. So these are the checkpoints. In this case there was no error. I wish koi yahan par bolta ki yes ma'am it's all correct, no error. Anyways, the ratings, okay, multiple ratings are there, and because we have a plural I have indicate. So the rating indicate that the TV audience already shrunk by 19% between Tuesday's session Tuesday wala tha, so apostrophe is fine, which was consumed by procedural matters, and Wednesday wala bhi. But since I'm not using the word session here, so Wednesday ko kya hua? When Democrats began making their argument, when you argue, you actually make an argument. Also, when you are presenting yourself, you make an argument about why Trump should be removed from office. So, other things, use of conjunctions, verb with the first form, modal verbs, subject verb agreement, सब सही है यहाँ पे. If you have any doubt, do you thought this is wrong, you can let me know, I can explain that to you. Okay. Okay. Answer, guys. Answer. Okay. Answer is C, because here we are saying health authorities fear what? The infection rate could accelerate over which period? The Lunar New Year, when hundreds of millions of Chinese travel. Now we are talking about Chinese, the people, and hundreds of. Whenever you are using such presentation of numbers, we use it in plural form: thousand, tens, hundreds, lakhs, millions. Likewise, so यहाँ पे ऐसा आना था. अगर केवल 1 मिलियन होता तो वी शुड हैव रिटन 1 मिलियन और अ मिलियन. बट यहाँ पर हमारा कॉन्टेक्स्ट ये है, व्हाट वी वांट टू टॉक अबाउट इज दैट देयर आर मैनी एंड मैनी people who are traveling. So just because of that expression, we want plural over here. It is not literal, but still, millions of Chinese travel at home and abroad during week long holidays. So, holidays are how long? Week long. During a time period, other things are absolutely fine. The HDFC Bank board, the board had tabbed what? The global head hunting firm. Okay, so यहाँ तक कोई issue नहीं है. On a bid to do what? To end what? A boardroom impasse. Impasse means there is something on which they are stuck, and they're unable to go beyond that point. Over Puri's successor and zero in on a candidate. Finalizing is zero in on something, concluding to that point. But here, the this one thing which is happening is not a literal bit. Because it is not a literal bit, we need to see how the phrase is used. So whenever we do something where something is going on the background, किसी के चलते कुछ हो रहा है, so in a bid to do something बोला जाता है, and that's why in a bid आएगा यहाँ. Answer, guys. Now, here is a takeaway for all of you. Whenever you have full forms, just skip those words because वहाँ पे error नहीं मिलेगा. You won't get any error in that part. So why to waste time reading it, isn't it? Some experts, plural, believe the new virus is not as dangerous as use of as modifier as the 2002-2003 SARS that killed nearly. Because if I'm not using this connector that, this is actually not a relative pronoun, I am making SARS the subject of verb killed, and before this I already have a subject and a verb. The experts believe ABC has happened, is happening, whatever it is. But I already have experts for which I have a verb believe. And believe what? They believe the new virus is not dangerous. Dangerous as what? As other one. But other one is not doing main action. So I need to relate this noun SARS with this verb killed, and that's why that relative pronoun is going to be used. Nearly 800 and MERS, which has, here was a hint for you. यहाँ पे भी आप which here use कर सकते हो, not a problem. That or which you can use any out of it. But here also you can see in the second part MERS इसके साथ में which, and then you are mentioning which has more than, which has killed or which has killed more than 700 people since 2012. So this was the way this was to be written. This point was to be put across. So now this is a sentence improvement question, and the sentence could be improved with more than one way. There is a chance of it. So definitely check all the options given to you. Answer here is two and the third, second and the third one. When he invited me along on his business trip, invited me along where? On his trip to Miami. I get through. See, it happened in past. So definitely get upon and get through will not come. Even though the meaning could be correct or whatever it is, I cannot use present tense. I jumped at the opportunity and I eagerly accepted the opportunity. So here, whenever you are jumping at something, you are quickly doing it. You are quickly agreeing to it. You are eagerly accepting it. So second is the phrase, third is the meaning, and both are in past. That's why second and the third one. Okay. One wonders here, this word one is a pronoun. That's why we are taking it as singular. So one wonders what has kept Faber from producing a paperback edition for so long. Okay, so it is noun. Faber is a noun here, F capital. I don't need to worry about it. What has slept Faber from? Heard and wondered. Makes no sense. Here I want to go with the literal meaning of the words. So definitely answer is E. Okay. Guys, make sure to like and share. Also, please, I would want to encourage you guys, answer here so that you know where you are right and where you still need to improve. Nobody is judging. My best friend is a libel lawyer, so I would get him to pull off my documents as well. When you pull off something, you successfully do something. Can you pull off this job? Okay. Pull on, again, we are talking about documents, and if just use I cannot use this. Pass is I over my documents. Passing I is actually to read carefully. So you do get the meaning in the third one, and hence answer is the थर्ड वन. यहाँ पे पुल ऑफ और पुल ऑन का कोई यूज नहीं होगा. बोथ आर फ्रेजल वर्ब्स. ओके, whenever we use a phrasal verb we need to be extra careful, because a slight change in a preposition, it changes the whole meaning, the whole sense of whatever you want to communicate at that point of time. Okay, और तो और पुल के साथ में you get a lot of, like pull at होता है. Pull at is to work something somewhere. Then you have many, not just this, but phrases and phrasal verb, but it is like pulls one head in something, pulling leg, pulling the cat out of the bag, pulling strings. So many things we get with this one. So as of now, when we have pull off, so succeeding in something, doing something, that is pull off. And whenever you use pull on, it actually relates with smoking. Like, you know, you pull on, take a lot of smoke in like a through a pipe or a cigar or something, or cigarette maybe. Of course, injurious to health, but to tell you the meaning. My work has taken me away a great deal, and I want to look about. No, I want to make up for the lost time. When you make up for something, you compensate. So compensate for the lost time or make up for it. Alone makeup cannot be used, because makeup बिना किसी चीज के, when you are talking about for what you're compensating, it will literally mean the makeup that we put on face, so we cannot. अगला. Absolutely right. Patients will be treated on a daycare basis and will be looked below. No such phrase. Looked after, that look after is to take care of someone, something, and that's why we have first and the third one. Very easy questions, guys. I mean, इतना time तो लगना भी नहीं चाहिए, but it's okay. Now you are going to do match the column. Match the column. Yes, I need to connect one with the other, one in the second column. Also check individual parts grammar. Okay, that's something very important which many students they forget to do for some reason. I don't know why. So that's why please make sure individual part ka grammar plus how you are able to connect one with the other one, that both of these things are important. Answer is B. Again, my advice is stop checking one by one option A, B, C, D in case you are doing. Check directly. Column 1. Firefighters in Australia held a minute silence. Who were returning home? Why silence for those who were returning home? Doesn't give any meaning. Silence on Friday. When this happened? On Friday. For what? For people, colleagues killed in a plane crash. Makes sense. That's why they are observing this silence. So A and E definitely are giving you a complete sentence. Flags on official buildings where the C-130 Hercules crashed while on a mission to dump on a huge wildfire. So अभी तक subject नहीं आया. Something sorry, excuse me. Flags are there. Flags on where everything is given, but verb is still missing. If I want to say flags were flown at half mast as a mark of respect, B with C with F definitely can give me a complete sentence. We will forever be who were returning on were flown. C से कुछ नहीं बनेगा. That's your answer. Lot of difficulty in speaking continuously. So please bear with me, guys. Hmm. Anyone? At the time, Beijing built what? Built the. Very simple. If there is the, there should be a noun, right? The के साथ when, the and a together, the and of together definitely cannot come. So your two options, anything starting with A is not possible. A and D are immediately ruled out. The hospital aims to copy the experience of Beijing. So the hospital aims to do something. And here the sentence is almost done, almost over. So how can I extend it and say something more without any connector? That is again not possible. Answer is C and E. The Chinese city of Wuhan is rapidly building what? Rapidly building something, that is a new hospital to treat victims of a new coronavirus. Why 1,000 bed hospital? Because hospital ko we are explaining, categorizing, and that's why not beds, but bed is okay. Second last noun when there are two nouns. So if the main noun can be singular plural, but the second last one, it has to be singular. Like here bed is singular, okay, because my main noun is hospital. There is just a hospital. That's why यहाँ पे पूरा सब सही है. Dollar bullishness in future markets stance. Now bullishness के लिए stance जो है, it is acting as a verb. It's not two nouns back to back. Bullishness is where it is in markets, and this bullishness stands where it stands at its lowest level in more than a year and a half. So A and E could have been, but that's not in the option. Yes, A and E are a pair, giving complete meaning. Storm clouds are gathering over dollar, threatening what? Threatening a 2-year rally. A is for rally. In the currency, that has currency के लिए has है squeezed profits and angered Donald Trump. तो यहाँ पे B and D definitely again आपको मिल भी रहा है, sense भी दे रहा है. Easing worries over global trade and Brexit gauging its path, Brexit gauging its path बोल सकते हैं actually. But easing worries and gauging, then is नहीं आएगा, R आना चाहिए था. तो C से as of now we cannot do anything. Next question. Okay. MSM Burhead will buy 1,30,000 tons of raw sugar. To do what? From whom? Through what? Sugar from India, and the worth is also mentioned. So, whatever content, whatever info is there, bringing those two information together, it is giving us a complete meaning here. Definitely A and F मेरा यहाँ पर pair होगा. India, the world's largest edible oil buyer, this month effectively halted क्या? Halted off palm oil. Oil के बारे में बात हो रही, but then halted off palm oil for the past 5 years. We are talking about this month, and then we are saying past 5 years. Nah, we cannot do anything about it. The company did not cite the palm oil dispute as a reason for the increase in purchases. C or D बन सकते थे. C and D also is a pair, but missing from the options. Excuse me. Many banks acknowledge that what climate change poses a business risk and make some and some make some disclosures about their own risks, and that is related to financial stability board. We are talking about banks. Climate change के बारे में बात करना can confuse you, but if you read the complete part, it relates with the financial thing only. It relates with the business risk, and that's why B and D can be put together. Cool. Moving on to the next set. Pardon me, guys. Multiple errors because you are supposed to mark the part that is correct. I hope you are paying attention on reading the instruction as well. This is a very silly mistake. So many of my students, they keep doing it just because they are in hurry. They assume that it is error detection. We only have to detect error. थोड़ा सा time ज़्यादा लगेगा, 5-10 seconds, but read the instruction. हाँ? So you are supposed to mark the grammatically and contextually correct part or parts in this case, and that's why your answer is A and D, option number D. So it says, Interior Minister said authorities were still examining the motives of Harman, who is 31 years old. अभी तक तो कुछ यहाँ पे नहीं लिखा हमको गलत. A Belgian drug dealer who has, so simple, no? It's a singular person, तो have कैसे has आएगा? In jail for years, but was let out for 2 days. जब किसी को किसी constraint से बाहर भेजा जाता है, when a person or a thing is sent out after they are put in a constraint in a restricted area, then we say let out, बाहर निकालना. So let up नहीं होना था. B and C, these two parts, they have error on Monday to prepare for an eventual release in 2020. So rest other parts A and D are correct. I have continued the timer. Answer, guys. The issue of tax evasion through exchanges by paying a small issue of something through something by something बिल्कुल सही है. So A has to be in one of those options which are correct. I only have this one, but I have E option that says all are correct. That's why I have to check further. By paying a small component instead of LTCG that had been rising regularly. See, rising, the action of rise, anyways, happens on its own. Temperature is rising. Okay. You can say something like The sun rises, right? Raise is when through a force, because of a force, something is put up, lifted up. So, like I'm raising my hand, I'm putting some force and raising. यहाँ पर raised आना चाहिए था because this is happening, this action is happening because of an external force. So, had been raised regularly. Okay, the committee or whoever people are responsible, they do it. Further, a study stated that between these years, the center lost about this much of money by replacing. You replace something with something else, someone with someone else. So यहाँ two गलत preposition था, with आना था. Got it? As I explained, try to refresh the rules in your mind. Try to learn the rules in case you don't know, because this is something we do at the last moment towards the end of the days of our preparation. We can't go through all the basics again, right? Good job. Quick and bold decisions are more often made. Decisions को करना, make करना होता है, तो collocation check करना. Check the collocation part here. So decisions are made during moments of crisis than during periods of what? Of calm and quiet. Both are used as noun here. So यहाँ तक A सही है. Not much of a help because A is there in option A, C, D, and E. After sealing a deal on a collision in Karnataka, even before counting the votes, drew to a close. See, guys, whenever you get verb third form, if it is main verb, it will always be there with a helping verb. Or if it is not main action of the sentence, it might be acting as an adjective. So वो ध्यान देना थोड़ा. यहाँ पर drawn verb third form we cannot use. So B definitely has error. Now I can eliminate three options. In fact, all four of them. इतना पढ़ने से ही, and I should be very sure about it, and that's why C is my answer. You guys got it correct. Happy to know. Happy to see. The government estimates that ethanol supply of whatever amount in this year could save exchange worth this much of money. You read in one flow, you see everything is falling exactly where it should. The products of biofuel, guys, producing production products. You need to understand what is the context as per the complete sentence. अपने आप में products गलत नहीं है. It is not wrong. But if you see that production of biofuels from waste, so we are seeing there is an action taking place. It is not the final product itself, but producing something out of from something. That's why B is wrong over here. Here production should be the correct noun. It is hope will also help curb. Help can take verb in its first form, that is bear infinitive after it, by giving farmers an incentive not to burn it, as is happening in something can happen to someone, but if there is a place and any incident is taking place at that location, you are gonna say something is happening in that place. So in large parts of northern India, whenever you have some kind of boundary और उसके अंदर कुछ होता है, we use preposition in. The US dollars gains, इस currency का gains against some currencies overseas. On what? On prices and growing uncertainties. कौन सी? Geopolitical. A and B are correct. They weighed on, this is your main verb now. They weighed on the domestic unit. And who told this? Forest dealers said. D is an independent sentence, so you can check it independently. However, a higher opening of the domestic equity market capped the rupee's fall, rupee ka fall, and this higher opening did something. Main verb is capped, means wahan tak rok dena, stopping something at a point. So everything that we get here is correct. Okay. Any doubt in this one? Chalo, let's do a parajumble. There you go. There are 5 sentences. Arrange them and send your answer here. I'm going to give you some time. Parajumble is when you have to rearrange sentences into a coherent paragraph. There is only one right way to do it. And on this, you will be asked 4-5 questions at least. Which is the second, which is the last, which is the fourth, likewise. Arrange पूरा करना है आपको, है ना? So please arrange completely and send your answers here. That's quick. You can, I'm giving couple of more seconds so you can check by that time. Anyone else? Give a shot, come on. Okay. CEADB. Awesome. Good job. So, that this policy intervention has started paying dividends is evident from Latin experiences. We want to see about this policy, which policy? Couple of things: inverted triangle, general information first, going down in depth, then try to make pairs, then bring those pairs to make a final arrangement, and mark hint words as you read the sentences. So this policy का policy पहले बताना पड़ेगा. For India, which has pursued the goal of redistributive justice through a mix of whatever, post liberalization period has seen a recalibration of its approach to equity. But why we are talking about all these things happening? We need to take a break. For over a decade now, CCT, see, conditional cash transfers, and also it is talking about a story that starts from a previous past time. So for over a decade now, CCT have become an important part of the toolkit of economic policy makers. I'm introducing a term, I'm talking about it, and that's why C is the first one. It helps me to start to talk about a topic. In those countries, okay, those countries, that means I should have minimum two countries mentioned directly, indirectly, then I can say those countries. Important socio-economic indicators such as all these showed improvements after introduction of CCT schemes. सोचते हैं. The core principle of this strategy, linking cash to behavioral attributes, has two advantages: short-term benefits, long-term investments. So this is the extension of what was happening here. It is an important part of toolkit CCT. And क्या कर रहे हैं इसमें CNE? It's helping us know what exactly is happening in CCT. That this policy intervention has started paying dividends is evident from Latin American experiences. So we are talking about these countries, and that's why after A, D will come. Because till now we are talking how things are on global level. Now we are narrowing down to what exactly is happening in one country, that is India, our country, and that's why B is at the end. For India, for other countries, whatever happened, okay, it was important and all. For India, it has seen a recalibration of its approach to equity. So here we are talking about dividends, equity, and all. And since India is just one country, before this we are talking about multiple countries, we will narrow down and B will come at the end of our arrangement. How to improve PJ error? Guys, you know, PJ में strategy work करता है, just like reading comprehension. Strategy is to be followed. There is no hard and fast thing that you can do. So I would say practice more. When I am explaining, try to think, did you do the same way? Did you think the same way? You should check all the points, like checking points of knowing the hint words, making pairs, knowing the strategy of putting general information first and then narrowing down. So think likewise and you will be good to go. Okay. PJ and RC, parajamples and RCs are these topics where you practice and practice and practice. Only the day of exam will tell you how well you have done. But it's okay. It's something we take chance on because this is again a differentiator. Not all aspirants are going to do this topic correctly. So this will make a difference if you start doing it correctly. Okay, cut off clear करने में काम में आता है. So we are gonna meet tomorrow now. Monday to Saturday, 1 to 2 p.m. I'm taking classes. Be there. Would love to give you more questions and you can practice a lot along with revision of words, of grammar rules, of strategy, approaching a question in a particular way. ये सब आपकी बहुत help करेंगे. Okay, so I'm gonna see you later. Take care, guys, और like और share करके जरूर जाइएगा. Okay, bye.